One less car. What do you think, folks? One less car. Yep. Country's encouraging green mobility. That's right. I don't know if you've all had the pleasures of doing mass transit. I was a former New Yorker, and I got to do it, and it's great to watch people soil themselves and do other things, on trains, planes, and, well, not planes, but buses. Australia, 72% of journeys take place in cars, outpacing walking, cycling, and public transport. Whoa, really? I didn't know that. It's almost like the country is, I don't know, a freaking continent, and it's huge, and you kind of need a car to get around. What do I know? Maybe you're going to do walkabout at best. Oh no, is this because it's WEF? I know we can't. Here, let me get them to talk about. 7 actions city planners and leaders can focus to support Australia's green transition. People love their cars in Australia. Private vehicle dominates the transport landscape, 72% of mobility. Trips taking place in a car is significantly outpacing walking or cycling. Public transport, 13%, rideshare taxi, 1%. As we look at the future, there are several reasons to question if car dependence is sustainable. I'm going to go with no, or we're going to need cars. I don't know if public transportation is sustainable. It's a nice offer. It's a good thing to have. So you can, let's say you want to go out and throw back some drinks with your friends and all that. You know. For many years, we have known the private car use is exacerbating numerous challenges in our cities, including congestion, carbon emissions, and cost of living increases. There is a growing body of research that electric vehicles are an important part of the solution, but we must also shift the one person, one car mentality. We have 5 people in my family, and there's 2 cars. So I don't know about this one person, one car mentality you're talking about. Because here it's 2.5. It's 2.5 vehicles per person, and the one vehicle I have is a hybrid. It's a non-gas guzzler. My wife's is actually very good on the MPG as well, and she works from home, so she doesn't have to go anywhere. So, are we doing well? Are we good enough for you? Hopefully, we are. Yeah, I mean, my job is not out the back door, but it's not close, not far. It's there. I think people need to commute. Like I'm in education, right? I don't know if you've seen kids learn online. Probably most of you have. It sucks. They do. It doesn't work. Kids do not learn online. I mean, you can if you want. You can sometimes get away, but like I'm talking high school students. High school students, and even like community college kids. You kind of need that in-person thing going on. You definitely need it for elementary. You definitely need it for most middle school. Going online is not the answer for education. In fact, I think they've proven that most kids nowadays are 5 to 10 IQ points dumber than the generations before. I think a lot of it has to do with their screens. I think a lot of it has to do with the pushing of all of this, trying to get kids to, go online and, the digital babysitter and all that. It's just, I think it's ruining them. So cities around the world have been working on the way to sustain and do all this. I mean, I just don't see how, until you get warping like, Star Trek or something like that, I just don't see how it's going to work. I don't see how people are going to be able to, ride share all the way or use scooters or, if you were on the crisis report earlier, I did a story about this wonderful country that you would love to live in called China. And they were basically making people tell them where they're going and denying people leaving and coming back. A lot of this stuff was all almost reminiscent of what someone might call a 15-minute city. In fact, I think fine folks here have said 15-minute cities would be a great idea. I don't know about you, but as an adult, I like to be able to basically come and go as I please. Nothing nefarious going on. Sometimes I like to go to different places. Sometimes, check this out. This is crazy. Sometimes I like to go on vacation in another state. I know. Crazy. So I don't know what's going on with the fine folks, but yeah, they want to make it so this whole acceleration keeps going. So one car mobility trial. What do they do? They ran the first of its kind trial, one less car partnership with behavioral scientists, behavioral architects, micromobility company Lime, e-bike subscription service, Lug and Carry, and Uber car share. Trials sought to explore challenges, opportunities of car-light lifestyles. Saw 58 everyday Australians give up one of their cars, going from the 1 to 0 or 2 to 1, and use other modes of transport as they went about their lives for 4 weeks. What do you think, folks? Could you do it? Could you do it? Could you give up one of your vehicles? We're out in the country. It'd be a little tough. I've actually contemplated such things. I'm not absolutely against it, but there's a lot about this that I think. Well, first of all, let's talk about this whole thing right here. Okay, these behavioral architects. I don't know if you know this, but around you, at every turn, on every mode of media and communication that you see, there is an architect for your behavior. Yes. That's why when you look at, commercials, all the families have certain looks. That's why the colors they were doing when the war started in Ukraine. A lot of the news media places had these blue and gold kind of set looking things. All that's done on purpose. It really is. It's done to basically make you sympathetic to certain things. So if you think that is not true, well, you're lying to yourself. Other things that they do are, well, you get the point. They do all kinds of stuff to kind of massage you and to make things a little bit more malleable, a little more ready for whatever they got in store for us. Trials sought to explore challenges and opportunities of the car-light lifestyle. 58 everyday Australians gave up their cars. How'd it go? May to June 2023, one less car travel. It's almost like, think about Rona at this time. It's almost like all this was coordinated. It's pretty crazy. 58 Australians selected across the country, state, territory, capitals to participate, range of people across different stages of life. Car ownership between 0 and 2+ cars were included. I wonder if the guy that was living in the Outback, the one that looks like the set for Mad Max and has one gas station in a 100-mile radius. I wonder if they used any of those people. Offset their car usage. Participants received a total of Australian dollars 1,350, which would be $870 in transport credits, including public transport, lug, carry, e-bike subscription, where available, and an Uber One membership. Credits for Uber, Lime, and Uber car share. This amount was chosen to reflect the average yearly spend of about $16,000 associated with owning a car in Australia. Am I reading that right? Have they added a 1, a 6, or a 0 somewhere? It is $16,000 to own a vehicle in Australia. Does that seem off? Seriously, does that seem right to you? That seems off to me. If we had $16,000 for vehicles in America, I would be flipping off all over the place. That is more than $1,000 a month. I guess if you include the car note, maybe. Even then, my God. What kind of, did you buy a spacecraft? That's the other problem, man. People are just, God, they got to show off. Man, drive a beater. I own my beater. I hate the thing. I look like crap in it, but guess what? It's great gas mileage. It's got low gas or low, mileage. It's fugly, but guess what? It's going to last for a while. So say what you will. I don't care. I don't know about you, but I really don't give a crap what other people think of me. Offset car usage. They received 16,000 1,350 Australian dollar 870 in transport credits. That's just $16,000. That's nuts. Anyway, upon giving up their cars, the weekly average number of trips amongst trial participants dropped from 21 to 19. That's good. However, the number of transportation modes and uses, come on, man. Get there and spend 4 hours, trying to pick out, whatchamacallit. We're getting hit. We're getting hit, folks. It's coming. I was waiting for this. Anyway, I know I shouldn't talk about this stuff. I don't know if you guys can handle the car situation or not, but I've done the public transport. It's not easy. It is kind of tough. So, it is what it is. But let's switch gears. Let's get off this wonderful philanthropic group that is just so awesome. The philanthropy of that group, I got to tell you, Klaus Schwab, great guy. I wish him the best. In fact, I personally think we should give him the moon and he moves there. And he stays there. What do you think? What do you think? He's done such great work on Earth, he's now needs a new project. So, let's look at some other stuff. I don't care about the Trump lawyer stuff. This stuff is so stupid. I honestly feel like I lose IQ points when I follow the Trump stuff. Gold bugs waited years for massive COMEX short squeeze and finally got it, just in the wrong metal. That's copper right there. By the way, congratulations to the thieves in California that chopped all of the Tesla cables from the superchargers and took all of the copper. They're much richer than they were a few days ago. So that is awesome. So this thing was covered on the crisis report. Russia had ordered their United Kingdom defense attaché out of the country because, UK did it and then Russia did it. I don't know. It's, oh man, that whole thing. They should be working on peace and they're not doing it. So we're going to move on. I hope this is true. I drink copious amounts of coffee. Like a crap load. I love my coffee. No sugar. Cream, I should give up the cream. I'm kind of trying to, but yeah. Parkinson's is a nasty disease, so hopefully that will help me. Yeah. This one's tough. Right here. There we go. Here's your prepper. Well, good thing to pop up and gone. So powerful storms, Texas, Thursday. Let's get you in there now that we're off of the forbidden fruit of the WE to the you-know-what. Powerful storms tore through Texas Thursday evening, decimating transmission towers, plunging 1 million residents into darkness. Folks, do you have a generator? Please get a generator, okay? Or something like it, something that can turn your power on. By the way, I don't know if you know this, but up here in this corner, you see my finger, my big, awesome, beautiful finger? There's a thing that has got 3 dots. Three dots. You click on that and you hit the like. There's a like button up there. They hit it. It's up there. Go on up there. Go up here. Find the 3 dots and click the like. Yes. Did you find it? I hope you find it. Who's quickest? That's what my brother used to do. Like, I bet you can't get me a Coca-Cola from the fridge in under 10 seconds. Go running in, little brother trying to help big bro. I got it, bro. I can do it in 10 seconds. Oh, there we go. See See? Right up there. It helps. Thunderstorms cross the Houston metro area. History of producing damaging winds, destructive wind gusts at 80 miles per hour, tornadic activity possible. Take cover. Yeah. So that's well, there's America's future, but it won't be from storms. It'll be from the administration. So emergency management, Harris County, that of course is Houston. They have a problem. Extensive damage, electrical infrastructure, power cut nearly 1/3 of the county. That's a lot of people. There's a crap load of people that lives up there or down there. So that's a lot of people. You know, we talk about this stuff and the whole emergency preparedness and everything else. The main thing people need to understand is that rolling blackouts are coming. Okay? Your power supply, as we go further, because what's happening is there's more humans, there's more strain. They want to turn everything electric so they can monitor and do everything. That means all the stuff is getting more powered. It's becoming more need of the whole power generator, the grid, right? Well, it's got to come from somewhere. It comes from these big daddies right over here. Well, they keep pumping it out the juice. Guess what's going to happen? It's going to be tough to keep up with. And what's tough to keep up with, that means the power's going to have to go down. They're currently doing it in Ukraine. So power generation, power down and all that. Hey, we need to turn off the old lights for, the evening, get some candles and read a book, that kind of stuff. Like, that's coming. By the way, you should have full charging abilities in your car. You should have car charging for your laptop and your internet and your phone all in your car if you know what you're doing. Okay, that's the cool kids do. But yeah, that looks like some pretty nasty damage. Million without power. Powerful storms roll through. Almost 120 miles per hour top transmission power lines, shattering skyscrapers and windows. 935,000 customers in Houston are without power. Shall we play the sucker? A lot of rain. Well, look at all those windows blown out. That's bad. Move to the city, folks. Look how beautiful and wonderful it is. Yes, so peaceful. If the tornadoes don't get you, the homeless people's poop will. Right. Look at that. Look at that. There it is. PowerOutage.us. More than 1 million Texans are without power. So over here. That's a great site, by the way. If that's why you want to keep your stuff plugged in. PowerOutage.us is a wonderful site where you get a lot of stuff and can kind of figure out things. But anyway. So yeah, power everywhere. All about the power, whether that's the power to control what kind of a vehicle you use or just the power to control what kind of power you have rolling on in your family's home. All of this stuff is coming, folks. The power is, I mean, think of the what do they call it? The brain, the architects, the thought architects that they wanted to do. All this stuff that's going on around you, all of it is happening in real time for a reason. They're trying to change and modify human behavior and take what was. We were country folks that worked hard and grew food and all that. And now they want to turn you into these, beta male city dwellers that, can't kill a freaking spider in the corner of your bathroom. That's what they want. It is what it is. Because, why? Because Klaus is going to Klaus, if you can't, push back. So, yep, millions of Texans. It's a lot of people, man. It's a lot of people. So, let's go back. Let's see what else is in store here on the old Hedge of the Zero. It's a great site. He says, great silent. I hope so. I really do. Yeah, I know. Probably going to vote for Trump. I think I'm pretty squarely in there. Some people think he's the Antichrist. I like that one. I don't know if he is. Maybe he is. If he is, well, sorry I voted for him. They do call the Antichrist the Great Deceiver. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's not. Maybe the Great Deceiver is deceiving the deceivers to make them deception and deceive those that have been deceived to deceive. You know what I mean? Like this 7,000D chess trying to figure out crap. Sometimes it is just what it is. Maybe Trump's a butthead orange guy, but you know what? He's our butthead orange guy. Whatever. He's gained a little favor with me as late. So, let's see. Baltimore. This is our neck of the woods. Baltimore bridge strike. That's a problem. So that could make things go away. Not easily delivered. EV, people don't want EV cars. I'm sorry. They just don't. People don't like electric vehicles. I like to hear the roar of diesel getting chewed up and spit out into the atmosphere as my F-750, goes rolling over and, burns a bunch of tread into the pavement. That's how people are. I saw this video earlier as a short, and it's like, the European mind cannot comprehend that. These kids going 80 miles an hour down what looked to be some southern highway, probably Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, I don't know. But they're rolling in the back of a truck. This thing looked like a late, mid-'80s black vehicle. Guy's got a flag rolling. He's holding on for dear life. He's got a beer in his hand, or he's chugging it as he's rolling. They're going 80 miles an hour. I mean, it is just chaos. And in the background, you got a bunch of Skynyrd playing, and I got to tell you, it's some dang old American Beauty right there. But, like, most people can't handle, like, American mindset is very different than most people. It really is. It's freedom-based. We like our stuff. We like to be left alone. We don't want people getting in our way, all that kind of crap. That's why all this stuff is really ticking off a lot of people. It's because, well, we don't want to give up that power. We want things to be, nice and hunky-dory, if you will. Anyway. EVs. Nobody wants them. Sorry. They just don't. Nobody wants them. Oh, I talked about this. These friendly fire incident in Gaza. That was a problem. Wonderful. Discharged U.S. Marine threatened people of a certain for the certain. Here we go. Big city flight. There you go. Let's look at that sucker. I wonder why cities are so beautiful. They're so wonderful. Rolling blackouts, that kind of stuff. Cities are awesome. All kinds of stuff to do. You can get hammered and walk home as you sit there and try to figure out a way to make ends meet at the end of the month, and it's $2,800 for your your 1-bedroom apartment and 17th floor with a walk up. Yeah, I don't know, the big city flight. I love the prepper channels that come out and they're like, hey man, you guys got to leave the city. Well, no is Sherlock. Everybody knows they got to leave the city, but sometimes people can't leave the city. Sometimes people, check this out. Sometimes people have a job and a life and they can't leave. It is what it is. And I was guilty of it too. A few years ago, I was doing the get out of the city, because I just moved from the city, right? Well, sometimes people got to do what they got to do. They don't have the ability to work from home. They don't got the ability to buy a home out in the skirts of the burbs. But city dwelling is really tough. So, recent surge in new neighbors in the U.S. is now well known. You're kidding. You wouldn't know by watching the news. Newly released county-level population estimates from the Census census reveal another major migration trend: domestic immigration from large cities. Why? Because large cities are terrible. They are crime-laden, crime-infested. You can't get what you want. Everything is taxes. I was watching Angry Prepper stream the other night, and this guy said something to the fact that, like, this is illegal in New York City. And I just chimed in, everything's illegal in New York City. And that's kind of where the cities are now. You can't really do anything. You can't grill out. You can't, just endless, ways to describe the way the city is. Not for the freedom lovers. No. Tier 1 counties, which include cities such as Kansas City, New Orleans, and Cleveland, experience population growth nearly 1 pp below the pre-Rona trend 19 to 23 cumulatively, while counties in tiers 2 through 7, which include cities such as Ann Arbor and Tier 2 Santa Fe, Tier 3 Juneau, Tier 5, I guess Juneau's Tier 5, experience population growth, 0.4 pp above pre-Rona trends average over the period. So, yeah, of course. I was talking about this the other day because we live about 100 miles away from D.C. and Baltimore now as the I-70 crow flies. And we're out in the country. We had a nice little town around us, but it's the country. And people literally are paying $2,200 for a one-bedroom-ish box and only having to, go into work 1 day a week now because the way everything is done. So why not get something out in the country, commute that 1 day, and, chill out. I got 2 chicken coops now. We're living life. It's awesome. Can't do that in the city. Poor folks. I don't think I'd ever go without chickens again. By the way, up here, 3 dots. Click on that 3 dots. Magic will unveil, and you will find the like button. If you guys could hit that like button, that's great. Yeah, I don't have to deal with anybody. There's no HOA. There's my country neighbor has got some extra crap in his yard, but whatever. It's actually in towards the back, and for a good old boy like he is, not too bad to deal with. So, but that's where we're at. So all these people are moving, and why? Because you just get more in the country. You do. You get more, folks. They revealed the government county level population data showed domestic migrants were leaving big cities in droves. 750,000 in 2021, 650,000 in 2022, and 550,000 in 2023. Why not? Get out. Why not? It is so much better. So much better. I got to deal with other kinds of problems. Sitting over there, people drinking moonshine and having a good old time and stuff like that. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. It is what it is. So, and they're good people. They'll be like, hey, trail cam picked up a coyote the other day. I just won't tell you, and keep your cats and your dogs inside because it'd be terrible if we had to come on over there and put her down with a 22. So, that kind of thing. Yep, that's the kind of stuff we're at. So, population, I ask all my students, I'm like, hey, is the population going up or going down? Every single one. Oh my God, it's going up. Oh, we're going to die. We're going to die. It's going up. It's going up. And I look at them, I'm like, what if I told you by 2050 the whole thing's going to mitigate out? Huh? Yeah, it's called TFR, son. TFR. That is the replacement of families. And so my wife and I, well, we had 3, so. But most people don't do that. They have 2 or 1. I know so many people that have only had 1. Sad. What happens if they turn out to be a butthead? They only got 1 choice. That's why you need 2, because you're not, 100% chance, if they're a butthead, they're a butthead. You got 2 of them, chances are one of the 2 is going to be okay. It might even help you when you're out there getting wheeled out for sun. So, yeah. Anyway, I digress. Strong positive population trends, large cities. Team determined housing markets were hotter in suburbia. Stronger population growth outside the Tier 1 counties meant somewhat faster house price appreciation relative to pre-Rona trends compared to Tier 1 counties. So, yeah. It's good. People need to move out of the country, become more self-sufficient. Don't live in an apartment. Live in a, hut, something. I know one person that's getting a tiny home. They're installing a little kitchen and everything. It's going to have everything they need. I think it's only like 300 square feet, something like that. It's nothing big whatsoever, but they'll be able to pull it wherever and travel. I think it's great. I wish the best for them. So, all right. Sorry about that, folks. All right, let's. I should probably get to bed. I've had enough fun with y'all. You guys are great. I love coming here and doing the jank stream. Thank you for being here. Please hit the like button up here in the corner. 3 dots. Click that. Hit the like. And or not, you can leave a message and tell me off. Tell me that I'm, smell like your mother's farts or something like that. But God bless you all for being here. And please, as always, friends, stack stock, stick to the plan, keep it on the swivel, and your powder dry. And I appreciate you coming by. PrepperNow. God bless, friends. Have a great day.